Just want to show you this old Electrolux three-way fridge, the little freezer compartment. I bought it for 25 quid. I got it back and tried it on the electric, which goes in here. You just wire that up. You've got your earth, neutral, live. And I put that on a normal plug, and that worked a year ago. And I plugged it in yesterday. Nothing was working. That's your, just showing you there, that's your thermostat, and then you've got a little probe goes in there, that goes in the back. That's your sensor. At the back of mine, that wasn't like that. I've painted all that up, give it a rub down and painted the whole lot up. And also I took the insulation off, see there, with exhausted, and I've sprayed that with heat resistant black, like barbecue paint. You can get that in a spray can. There's the burner there. You've got a thermocouple there. You can clean it up with a be gentle little bit of wire wool. This undoes here. I've resealed that with some sealant, plumber sealant. But there's a burner in there like a jet. Well, I took that off and used wire wool and cleaned it all up, and then actually blew it out. If you've got an airline, well, I put a bicycle pump on it, and I can hear it blowing through, because it had slightly all corroded up like everything when it's exposed to damp, but I couldn't get the jet out. But say, if you undo that, hold that with another spanner, you can pull that off of there, this, and then you've got the jet on the end of it, and I was sort of blowing through it. I took the whole lot off there. There's your gas. I've just simply connected that up with a hose, just temporarily for now. That's the igniter there, and this is the 12 volt. I haven't tried that yet, but anyway, when I get to the point, what I've done yesterday, nothing was working. Anyway, I'll give it a shot, because someone said that these things are sealed, the system, and it all sort of congeals up all the stuff inside. I don't think it's gas, I don't know what's in there. But no, I turned the whole fridge up on end, and I heard it all gurgle. So it's all got gurgle, gurgle, all the way around. So all the stuff was all flowing through there. And then I thought I'd try it on just the electric. That worked yesterday, so I didn't put it on immediately. I turned it over on the end for about 2 hours, and on its side you could hear it all gurgling. Fired it up on the electric, that worked. And this morning I fired it up on the gas and looked in the compartment in the front and opened that up, and that's all frosted up, all nice and cold. So that's I'm really pleased with that, because you know one of these probably newish, new ones over 200 quid. And also I managed to clean, see the little perspex window, I cleaned that with some WD-40 on the bit of plastic at the back, see there, in there, so you can see the flame better. Then when you fire it up, you've got the flame, the igniter's there, and as you do press the gas on, it puts the gas through there, and then that fires up with the flame. And here you've got elements in there, and that heats up whatever's in this system. I'm not sure what it is, but anyway, I'm really chuffed because that all works now, so I can make a new vent for the front and make some new handles up for here, because I don't think that come with it, one was missing. Yeah, also what I want to do, look, little blade underneath there, because it's so grubby in here. Probably like 30 years of dirt. No one's cleaned it properly. Just put that blade under there. Right. Careful, lower the hinge down and out she comes. There you go, and you put that in the sink and clean it. Same here with this cover for the little blade underneath. Yeah, off. And that as well, that's where the water overflow is there. It's all grubbed up, so I'll put all that in the sink and give that a thorough clean. Make sure that's not blocked either. And the seal, I reckon it's best to get the whole seal off. So I'm getting a blade under there. Look, I'll probably have to use some sort of carpet adhesive after, just on there. Contact adhesive, put that back. But I'm just using that blade. I want to get the seal off. Like that, the whole lot. Take the whole damn thing off. Give that a thorough disinfect and clean up. And then I'll glue it back into place. Right, on the actual freezer compartment door, just showing, I mean, look at the grubbiness in that. But if you get a thin blade, an old knife or whatever, just underneath, and you prise that open like that. Let's see, underneath. And what I look at, I can get that in there and thoroughly disinfect that in the sink, nice warm water. But take the whole lot out again, and then force that back in with a blade after, with some soapy water once I've thoroughly disinfected all this. But look, I think that's easier. Pull it out. It actually, when I got down to the last bit of the seal, it unclipped, but I've marked out where it goes back in there, and that just clips in there, and there's a piece of polystyrene. But what I can do, I've got that double bubble foil, so I'm going to add that in there as well, so that'll add to the insulation in the compartment. There's your seal. It broke a little bit, but it'll be alright because I can glue it all back in there. Once it's all thoroughly clean, I'll just glue it back in with something or other.